Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich. The name of the channel is Rich the Return Rider. For all you guys that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you guys that's return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For all you guys that have subscribed to the channel so far and left some comments and so forth in the comment section, love conversing back and forth with you guys. I'm learning so much from you guys. It's amazing. There's so many of you guys out there that share a similar journey to me, getting back into riding motorcycles after being away for many years. Little history about myself, guys. Started riding motorcycles in the mid to late 1990s. Rode at the time primarily sports bikes. Lost a good friend of mine to a motorcycle accident. Sold my motorcycle shortly after that and haven't owned a motorcycle from the late 1990s until the beginning of the pandemic. The motorcycle that I returned to riding, guys, when I got back into riding was a 2012 Suzuki Boulevard M109R. Coming from the world of sports bikes and loving the Hayabusa. I fell in love with that motorcycle. I thought it was a good cruiser for a guy getting into his 50s. And guys, I've been on this journey and have had so much fun getting back into riding. Now, don't know if you guys have seen any of my videos in the past. For you guys that haven't, you guys know that my wife Lorna was also interested in learning to ride. And she had an appointment scheduled for the 5th of this month. It was going to be in Jacksonville, Florida at the Regency. Apparently there was an event going on there. And she got in touch with them on the Wednesday. They had it canceled. So they have, last video that I did when I was at Harley Davidson, I misspoke or was misunderstood by saying that Lorna Classes was going to be at Harley Davidson. That was I misspoke on that. It's actually in Jacksonville. With Michael Dobbs' School of Motorcycle Training, this MSF class, and she was going to be doing some private sessions there with a private instructor to see if it's something that she really wants to do. She have a couple of appointments scheduled, so the first one was canceled. They have the second one scheduled for the middle of the month. She was really disappointed about it, but anyway, guys, you know, everything happened for a reason. So guys, today what we're going to be talking about is I'm out cruising on a motorcycle that we picked up after about a year or so, where we started riding, doing longer trips, riding in the Tennessee mountains and so forth, to get my wife more comfortable on the rides. You know, we started researching motorcycles, guys, and the motorcycle that came to choice was the Honda Goldwing. We both fell in love with that motorcycle. I was never a big fan of it, to be honest with you. I was never a big fan of any bagger. So anyway, my wife decided that's the motorcycle we like. Motorcycle was purchased with her in mind. Well, hopefully someday, guys, if she does the class and she decides this is what she wants to do, that she can get out and ride this motorcycle while I get out and cruise on the M. But anyway, guys, so what we're going to be doing this weekend is we're going to be heading down to Daytona. I'm leaving Walmart. I did pick up a couple of some cones and so forth to do some more practicing in the parking lot. Want to be able to simulate going in between cars on that break-in and escape route, or you know, and so forth. But anyway, guys, like I said in one of my videos, what I do to practice is go to a parking lot with some tennis balls cut in half. I've just added a couple of cones to my collection, and I'm really passionate, guys, about being able to control this motorcycle. I'm a big fan of Robert Simmons paying it forward. Here's a motor officer that teaches slow speed maneuver classes, and you know, he calls it being the boss of your motorcycle. And you know, all that stuff to me is relating to safety, and it's the journey and the path that I'm taking back into learning to ride as responsibly as I can. So anyway, guys, what we're going to be doing, like I said, is we're going to be going out and we're going to be riding some Harleys. Why are we going to be going out and riding some Harley Davidsons? Now, for every place that I go, guys, Harley Davidsons seem to be so readily available, or so conveniently placed throughout all of the U.S., and that would be expected. Harley Davidson, you know, American-made motorcycles. The other thing that I'm going to be test riding the first opportunity I get, guys, is the Indians. Now, I'm supposed to go on to Daytona Bike Week coming up. I'm hoping over there. I was speaking to one of the guys at the Riding Out Power Sports, and he said he's going to be there with Indian. And, you know, I need to come out and do a ride with that new Indian Challenger. He seems to be pretty excited about that motorcycle. He knows I love the power in the motorcycles. And, he brags about the performance of that motorcycle. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a video with me going to Harley Davidson. What I have set up to do a test ride on right now is one of the bikes I was looking at is, I think, a 2021 Ultra Limited with the 114 cc motor. And guys, I'm excited about doing that ride. Like I said, guys, I absolutely love the Honda Goldwing. I was still struggling to be able to get the drop guards for this motorcycle that would allow me to, to be able to push my limits in the parking lots and so forth. It's hard to find something wrong with this motorcycle, man, but it's just the concern of having competent mechanics to work on this motorcycle at a lot of these dealerships is a concern. What I'm realizing more and more is that when I go to these Ride Now Power Sports and so forth, the mechanics there are working on so many different type of motorcycles. I call it being like a jack of all trades and a master of none. Now, the last time we went to the one in Jacksonville, I was told that there was a Honda specialist there, and I think that guy was able to solve the problem again with the cruise control. But I gotta tell you guys, I remember when I was down in Ocala, I did have the opportunity to ride the DCT version, which was recommended by some of the viewers. I did buy the manual, again, because I wanted the clutch control when I'm doing these courses, and as I was practicing, I did a video with that also, DCT versus manual. And the only way I was allowed to ride that DCT is because they were really trying to get me to trade this motorcycle in and buy the DCT. When I was in Jacksonville and I was talking about riding the DCT in Jacksonville, I was explaining at the time that there's only folks that are seriously considering buying a motorcycle that's going to be allowed to ride them. Guys, that's never the issue with Harley Davidson. You go to the Harley Davidson and there's a $40,000 motorcycle there and you want to ride it, they're going to make it happen. Super impressed. Kudos to Harley Davidson, guys. So yeah, for reasons like that, might be one of the reasons that I might be considering trading in the Honda Goldwing to get a Harley Davidson. Now, I have rode a couple of Harleys when I got back into riding, but the truth of the matter, guys, I was so inexperienced in not riding after 20 years that I really couldn't make a good assessment or evaluation on what I thought those motorcycles felt like. For the most part, guys, all of the motorcycles that I rode back then felt like they were way too much motorcycle for me. Now, every opportunity I get, guys, to ride a motorcycle these days, or the size of the motorcycle, or none of that seems to matter. I don't think I've ever been on a motorcycle now that feels any heavier than any other bike, because I'm now learning the proper techniques to be able to ride the motorcycle. I'm gaining my confidence as I'm doing the classes. I'm becoming less intimidated. But again, guys, like I said, I'm loving this Goldwing. I'm getting out. I'm doing longer rides now, especially with gas prices going through the roof. I'm starting to use it more as a commuter motorcycle. Not yet to work. After doing a 12-hour shift, guys, when I get off, I'm pretty, I'm pretty tired on mornings, and I definitely don't want to be on the motorcycle when I'm tired. But anyway, guys, you guys leave in the comments section below, what do you think about getting rid of the Honda Goldwing and possibly looking into the Harley line. I mean, they make some beautiful bikes. They got such a variety of motorcycles. And again, guys, let's see, when I get out and test ride these motorcycles, now that I could make a better comparison after owning the Honda for a little while. And you'll see. I think I've owned the Honda now for approximately a year. This is Bike Week, and I purchased the motorcycle. I missed Bike Week with it the last time that I had the bike. I think the battery was the issue at the time. And but anyway, guys, again, just doing a cruise here through the back roads, the country of Lake City, Florida. The weather today is 70-something degrees, giving you some views of some of the roads that I just like to get out and cruise. And more now than ever before, I will probably be doing a lot more cruising on the motorcycle as opposed to driving my car, especially with gas prices going through the roof and us not knowing how far we're going to be going with these elevated gas prices. But anyway, guys, like I always say, man, I don't care what you ride. Add some protection to your... Oh, now I mentioned that, guys. The other problem I have with the Honda Goldwing, I just ordered some what is considered crash bars for this motorcycle. It's going to take a little while before they get here. They're supposed to be here by, I guess, the 14th. So I'm still waiting for those. I want to see what they're like. I'm still trying to research getting the extended peg drops that I was told that I can get from the Honda dealer. But for you guys that also been watching any of my videos in the past, you guys know that I have dropped this motorcycle on the concourse. And I've ordered and did some unboxing of all the replacement parts that I have for it. But until I got a little bit more protection for the motorcycle, guys, I'm a little hesitant to put those new parts on, knowing that I still like to go to the parking lot. I'm still practicing my really tight turns, emergency braking, and, you know, again, trying to see if I can get some protection for the motorcycle before I add the new parts to it. I wanted to do a video with me adding the new parts to the motorcycle, but again, a little concerned about, you know, not having the protection there yet. One of the concerns also of, you know, having this Honda Goldwing as opposed to the Harley. I don't think I've seen any Harley that haven't had protection bars on them at any of these concourses. Anyway, guys, so like I said, guys, don't care what you ride. Get out there, practice, add some protection to the motorcycle. You know, I'm going to consider that little incident that I had at the concourse to be a crash. One person explained if the motorcycle is riding forward and you drop it and you do damages on it, that's a crash. So, like I always say, guys, I prefer to crash it on the concourse than to crash it out there on the street somewhere. Alright, guys, Rich, the Return Rider, out. Please like and subscribe below.